Welcome to my virtual home workshop. It's based on acting lessons for living. Play the scenes of your life with intention, presence, and pure potential. An Enneagram living and acting masterclass. It's my intention to merge the actor's world and the human actor's world as we play the scenes of our life in a very challenging and turbulent world, with the intention to play those scenes with equality and inclusion. Masks are a big part of the theater, and they're also an essential part of the 9 Enneagram sensibilities. Next to me is this beautiful sculpture that was given to me by my cousin. I love her because she's wearing a mask. She's made of nature objects and of butterflies, which is all about transformation. Notice the varying colors of rocks, their textures, their shapes, their differences and similarities. And notice a unifying cohesiveness that makes them part of a beautiful natural whole. Notice the varying sizes and markings and colorings in this fish pond community. It is interesting that the colossal fish grab all the food first, eating ravenously and aggressively. I have to wait and be patient to make sure that the smaller fish get fed too. There is one small, beautiful black fish that rarely can be seen feeding. There used to be 3 black fish. I don't know what happened to the other 2. Making intention conscious. For every actor, the first thing they ask themselves is, what does my character want? What's their intention? For human actors, we need to do the same thing, because often what we want or what we think we want is actually quite unconscious for us. So, using the Enneagram, this brilliant tool of allowing us to bring our intentions, which may be insidious and covert to us, into consciousness, into the light. After working with the Enneagram for 25 years with actors and writers, and as a therapist and a coach, I have seen how the veil lifts, how the Enneagram can in fact be a unifying force in these times of exclusion. We can study and study about each number and each type, but the most important thing is, now what? Now what do I do to bring this in an active way into our daily lives? So, every scene on stage and every scene in life, the character knows what they want. Then there is an obstacle. There's something in the way of getting what they want. And then they create some strategies around that to get what they think they want. We're going to be interested today, especially in when we play the scenes of our lives with an intention toward equality and inclusion. How does our Enneagram sensibility interface with that topic? How do they come together? I want you to take a moment and think about that for a second in your own self. About 13 years ago, I did a workshop for the Institute for Inclusion. It's a wonderful organization. And we were looking at inclusiveness in all ways. So even though we were predominantly looking at skin color and race and religion, we were also looking at our personalities. And, mask means persona, where the word personality comes from. So what we found was a wealth of information about how to be inclusive within our 9 Enneagram sensibilities. I explore this particular approach in my book, Acting Lessons for a Living, which is a living, acting, and Enneagram masterclass. Why do I call it masterclass? A masterclass implies that there's a high level of skill development. The companion book has guided activities and journal prompts to help you incorporate the Enneagram in your active daily life and level up your skills even more. Many of you who have worked with me in the past know that my work is highly experiential and interactive. So I was trying to think of ways that I could make this video do the same thing. So we came up with an idea that there will be specific activities that I will say to you, let's pause now, and if you want, you can go to this page on my website and do some of the activities. Otherwise, you don't have to do that. You can just keep watching the video. Some of these activities were taken from my new book, which is a guided journal and activity book from Acting Lessons for Living, and others are new. For those of you who do want to share some of your answers to the activities with me, please email me. There'll be a little link there for you, and I will choose the first person who does that will receive a 90-minute initial Enneagram session with me at a value of $225. First off, every actor and every human actor can benefit by beginning each scene of their life with presence. Presence can be found in the pause. Sufi poet Rumi taught us, in the pause, life begins. So, let's begin with the pause. My intention with this activity is to teach you how to summon presence. I invite you to join us and access presence in yourself, to begin to expand your presence with the intention of inclusion. So, get comfortable. Begin by sitting quietly with your eyes closed. Really connect with whatever you're sitting on, as if it's your best friend. Try feeling its support. Try meeting it with trust. Try leaning into it. Notice whether this is easy or difficult to do. What do you need from yourself to surrender and become intimate with receiving the support from what it is you're sitting on? The acknowledgement of support is key to finding presence. Now scan your body. Stay curious without judgment, if you can. If judgment is there, just notice it, allow it. It will dissolve if you allow it to be seen. Notice what is open and what is closed in your body. Don't try to change a thing, just allow it as it is. There is no preference. Closed does not have to be open. It will find its way to open if it chooses. Notice if a sigh or a big breath comes when you accept things just as they are. The big sigh is breath saying yes to this moment. The big breath comes when something important is seen and acknowledged. No need to breathe in any particular way. You will breathe how you are meant to breathe, just as it is in this moment. Notice what feels tired, collapsed, or what feels energized. Allow, no preference. Notice what feels tight or loose, contracted or expanded. No preference. Notice. Allow. No preference. Notice. Allow. Stay connected to the quality of the sensation. Do not interpret them at this time. Only allow. Stay curious, as if you're just neutrally, compassionately observing. Neutrality and compassion are great companions. They do not cancel each other out. Notice if what you are sensing in your body becomes interpreted as emotion. If there is an emotion associated with the sensation, just notice it. No preference. Allow. Listen. No need to fix a thing. What has just happened is that you have become fully present with yourself without judgment, resistance, or preference. You have filled the pause with yourself and presence. You did this through allowing, through having no preference, and consequently all the energy channels have opened. We are here now. So I want you to just try to say, I am, in my case, I'll say Ruthie, and I am here. So I'm going to say, I am Ruthie, and I am here.
I am Ed, and I am here.
We are energetically connected with ourselves, and on some level, in this compassionate neutrality, we are also connected to all that is, including the collective unconscious. Okay, now we are going to expand this out to take presence to others and the whole world. So I want you to open your eyes very softly, to move from the inner eye to the outer eye, and then let your gaze be non-preferential as well. Notice what you see, what comes into your focus. Just allow it. Now I want us all to stand up and plant your feet on the floor. Yeah, take a deep breath. That's good. Say aloud, this is my time and this is my space. I'd like you to repeat it 3 times. This is my time and this is my space. This is my time and this is my space. This is my time and this is my space. Great. Now I want you to just check and see what that feels like to you. To take your time and to take your space. To take your time with your presence and to take your space. Okay, so you're in the standing position, and I want you to take your hands and let them sculpt the space around you. So ask yourself, just inside, you don't have to say it out loud, how far do I go in front of myself? How far do I project in front of myself? How far do I project to the right? How far to the left? And just notice whether you project farther to the right than the left or vice versa, whether your front projection is bigger or smaller. And then how far behind myself do I extend? Now and into my past. How far do I go into my past? It's often thought that your back is your unconscious. It's what you've left behind. Now, what about below you? How far do you go into the earth? How far do your roots burrow? And now, above. Let your hands touch the space over your head and just feel it in all directions above. How far do you go above yourself? Ask yourself again inside, in your mind's eye, where do I begin and where do I end? You are getting in touch with the size of your presence, just as it is in this moment. Now, let's see if we can hold presence as we are inclusive. You're just a camera lens now, taking in the shot from very, very close up within yourself to a wider close up, like your near environment, to a medium shot, like a little bit further out in your environment, to a long shot, wider yet. If you start to lose your presence, close your eyes. Reconnect with yourself and the pause. Then very slowly and gently open your eyes in a soft way and see if you can widen your field of awareness and say aloud, I am presence. Okay, now imagine that you include in your field, while holding your time and your space definitively, the whole environment that you're in, the walls and furnishings if you're inside, the sky and earth if you're outside. Reconnect to your senses as you hear the sounds, the smells, the scents. Experience the tastes in your mouth. Make contact through touch, see what you see. Move back and forth between yourself, your time and your space, and the outer world. Now, widen your field even more to include the people you know, the city you live in, the whole world, while staying still connected to your time and your space. Now, include all the Enneagram energies and paradigms. All of them are a part of you. Include all the peoples on this earth, all the creatures. This grander field of vision will need to engage your imagination. So I want you to move back and forth between yourself, your time and your space, and all the rest. Just noticing, allowing, accepting with neutral compassion. If presence starts to leave you, or if you lose connection with it, close your eyes and you will find it again. It's been waiting for you all along. Now the last direction is the direction of within. As within, so without. In every single cell of our body is an entire universe, vast, expansive, infinite. You have all the time you need. You have all the space you need. You are a part of all that is. Okay, now we're going to come back to ourselves again. And I want you to take your hands and sculpt the space around you. In front, to the right, to the left, behind. Feel below. Feel above. How long are you? How wide are you? How deep are you? Are you bigger or smaller than before you began? If you hold your presence, you can include the entire diverse world and not lose any piece of yourself at all, and even find a more expansive and infinite self in presence. Now let's add one more thing, and that is the concept of charisma. So with your eyes open, I want you to feel that there is a light inside of you, and you're letting that light shine in this huge, vast presence you've created. And that light is shining out through your eyes into the world. We've been spending a lot of time accessing presence. Presence is essential for the actor on stage, and of course, it's essential for the human actor as well. Now, connected with presence is the concept of charisma. What does charisma mean? It means the ability to take your time in your space and then to be willing to shine your inner light out into the world. And in doing so, you invite others to shine their light into the world as well. Charisma takes an opening of yourself to this. I want to ask you, do you feel that you're charismatic? Here's another possibility of pausing and going to my page on my website where there's an activity waiting for you there. Every great actor, filmmaker, playwright can benefit from using the Enneagram because the Enneagram is so clear about each of the numbers' intention and motivation, what they think they are lacking, and so then what they think they want. As we approach an entrance like this, we always need to think about intention. What do I want? What's in the way of what I want? And that may be an obstacle that's external, some kind of roadblock, or it might be something internal, like insecurity. We think about that, and then we start to think about, how do I overcome what's in the way of getting what I think I want? And finally, that creates a series of strategies. Every entrance is an exit, and every exit is an entrance, moving from one way of being into another. That's why we have to be very, very conscious when we cross a threshold. We must pause. We must get present. We must ask ourselves, what gift do I want to give myself as I move from one place to another? What do I really want? And we get in touch with that, and then we manifest that in an authentic and honest way in our lives. Now, if you would like to pause the video, you can go to an activity on my site. When I run after what I think I want, my days are a furnace of stress and anxiety. If I sit in my own place of patience, what I need flows to me and without pain. From this I understand that what I want also wants me, is looking for me, and attracting me. There is a great secret here for anyone who can grasp it. Rumi. I've been giving the Mask and the Enneagram workshops for years. Later on, as we introduce the 9 Enneagram sensibilities, you're going to get to see some of the masks that participants created. Why do we wear a mask? Well, we wear a mask to hide something that we don't want to be seen. We hide what we're afraid of. Each of the 3 centers of intelligence each have their own fear. I know that we delegate 5, 6, and 7 to be the fear-based types, but actually, we're all afraid of something. Isn't it true? Have you ever been afraid and conscious of being afraid of something? So the power-based types might be afraid of showing any kind of vulnerability, so they wear a mask of some sort in the form of strategies to hide that. The shame-based types, 2, 3, and 4, well, what would they be hiding? They might be hiding that they're not enough, so they wear a mask so you don't see that, and they use their strategies to hide it. And what we call the fear-based types, 5, 6, and 7, what are they afraid of? Well, they're afraid of showing that they're afraid. So all the numbers use their masks as a way to hide, maybe from themselves, as well as the world, what it is they don't want to be seen. And in doing so, they're very exclusionary. They build up walls of behaviors. And what we're about today is inclusion and equality and transparency. As you look at the descriptions of the fears of each of the 3 centers, ask yourself, which one of these basic fears resonates with me? All Enneagram numbers, head fear types, anger body types, and shame heart types, are driven by a fear of something. The fear about not having autonomy and control and being powerless. The fear about not having value and being worthless and undeserving. The fear of fear itself and not having safety, comfort, or security. So now that you've become a little curious about your fear, I'm going to ask you 3 questions. And I want you to think about, as I ask you these questions, how they relate to the fear that you felt most resonant with. What do I choose to show of myself to the world? How do I alter or enhance my image in order to feel safe? What are my secrets that I keep, and why do I hide them? If you feel, after you've thought about these questions, that you'd like to take some notes, please feel free to do so. My motivation. What do I want? What moves me? This is related to our fears and our hiding. My mask. What do I allow others to see? My secrets. What I don't allow you to see. And maybe what I don't allow myself to see either. And last, my strategies. What do I do to get what I think I want? When a person feels truly safe, they don't need to hide, and they can access presence and come from love. Now, one of the things I want you to think about in terms of these strategies is to look beyond them, because strategies are what make the look-alike numbers in the Enneagram. What differentiates them is their motivation. What's driving them? What are they hiding? As we move forward and we are introduced to the Enneagram numbers in this way, see what resonates with you. My intention with this section is to introduce the 9 Enneagram sensibilities, their motivations, their masks, their secrets, and their strategies. I allow you to see my high level of competence and my integrity. I allow you to see that I don't need anyone and that I am strong and independent. I allow you to see that I know what's the right way and what's the wrong way. I allow you to see that I know the difference between good and bad. I allow you to see a straight, firm, and solid appearance. I allow you to see that I mean well when I am controlling the scene we are in. I try not to be angry and explosive because that is bad. But sometimes things just build up and out it all comes, like a volcano. But I was right all along, so it was appropriate to be angry. I don't allow you to see how disappointed I am in myself. I don't allow you to see that it is really painful to me that people don't hold themselves to as high a standard as I do. I don't allow you to see how resentful I am and how unfair this feels to me. I don't allow you to see that I believe the world will fall apart around me if I don't hold myself and everyone accountable, and this makes me vulnerable. I don't allow you to see that my inner child believes she's the only adult in the room. I don't allow you to see how much I push my anger down, and if I do explode in anger, I become very critical of myself. I don't like to apologize and be wrong. I am overwhelmed by all the demands I place on myself, and only the highest levels of perfection can finally allow me to relax. My motivation is that I want to be in control, have autonomy and power. My strategy is to deflect from my powerlessness or helplessness, disappointment, and feelings of being overwhelmed by telling everybody what to do and how to do it. I do this in the name of goodness. I deflect from feeling vulnerable, trying to create an ideal world so I will feel safe in it. I take control because I really don't trust anyone else to do it, and to do it right. I deflect by trying to improve myself and others. I tell myself that I know what's perfect, so I can trust myself to make the world right. I work really hard on the things I do, striving for perfection. This gives me the right to control things. I allow you to see how much I want to be of service to you and the world. I allow you to see my competence and how good I am at providing. I allow you to see that I am a great friend, the person you want to have in your life. I allow you to see how indispensable I am. I allow you to see how self-sacrificing I am. I allow you to see what a good person I am. I allow you to find me attractive. I allow you to see what a generous person I am. I don't allow you to see how unworthy and worthless I feel. I don't allow you to see that I actually feel somewhat superior to you, that I am a better person than you are. I don't allow you to see that I can feel petty and vindictive. I don't allow you to see how insecure I am. I don't allow you to see that I am selfish. I don't allow you to see that not all my motives are completely altruistic. I don't allow you to see how concerned I am about my image. I don't allow you to see how afraid I am of your rejection. I don't allow you to see how hurt and resentful I am that I give love more than I feel loved. My motivation is that I want to feel loved and lovable. So my strategy is to deflect from feeling unacceptable by focusing on other people's needs rather than on my own. My strategy is to know other people better than they know themselves, so that they will like me and need me and feel seen by me. I avoid feeling worthless by helping others see their worth. I am self-deprecating, so you will tell me I am wrong to put myself down because I really am pretty great. I give good presents. I am sensitive to others, kind and understanding. I try hard to earn appreciation. I am diligent so I can feel like I have left a great legacy and that I am unforgettable. I allow you to see that I am the best at whatever I put my mind to. I allow you to see that I push through when the going gets tough. I am a workhorse and self-starter. I allow you to see that I am a winner, not a loser. I allow you to see how shiny and well put together I am. I allow you to see that I am a hero in my family and at work. I allow you to see that I am worthy of being someone to be proud of. I allow you to see that I am the person you want on your team if you want to win. I allow you to see how much I do, my long to-do list, and how well I do everything on my list. I allow you to see how noticed and appreciated I am by others, especially important people. I don't allow you to see my self-doubt or that I feel threatened, which is why I am so competitive. I don't allow you to see how exhausted I am and how spent I feel. I don't allow you to see that I get really pissed off if I am diminished in any way. I don't allow you to see how impatient I am and how incompetent I think you are. I don't allow you to see that I really don't think I am enough, or that I ever can be or will be enough. I don't allow you to see that I really don't love myself. I don't allow you to see how self-deceptive and deceiving I can be if I feel ashamed. I don't allow you to see how preoccupied I am with my appearance and how much I care about how you perceive me. I don't allow you to see how hopeless and despondent I can become if I am criticized or if I fall short, or worse yet, if I fail. My motivation: I want to be admired. My strategy is to deflect from feeling not good enough by overachieving, giving 200%, and going until I drop. My strategy is to be very competitive and to know everything about my competition. My strategy is to outgive, outhustle, and outperform to avoid feeling less than. I go the extra mile so I can feel your adulation. I demand loyalty to feel secure that you will stand by me. I do things to get your attention. I set up a scenario in which I have rivals, and I try to get others on my side because I have been wronged by my competitions. I allow you to see how interesting and unique I am. Actually, unique is not a strong enough word. I allow you to see that you will never, ever meet anyone like me in the whole wide world. Never, ever. I allow you to see that I am very sensitive and loving. I allow you to see my depth and complexity. I allow you to see how hurt and wounded I can feel. I allow you to see how caring and perceptive I am. I allow you to see my creativity and my intensity. I allow you to see how much I bring to the table. I allow you to see how mysterious and unreadable I am. I don't allow you to see the depths of my despair and hopelessness, only a glimpse of it. I don't allow you to see that sometimes I feel life is pointless, with no meaning. Why go on without meaning? I don't allow you to see that my envy is paralyzing. I compare and despair, because sometimes I feel mediocre and not at all exceptional. I don't allow you to see how judgmental I can be and how insecure I am. You don't see I am really angry about how you treat me, and I feel resentful. I want to be exceptional, singular. My strategy is to deflect from feeling like I am ordinary by creating a striking image of myself and my environment. I pursue meaning and truth. I withdraw and sometimes withhold to make you come find me, so I can prove to myself that I really matter. I avoid the feeling of being mundane and mediocre. I set up situations where I do extraordinary things so that I can feel treasured and cherished. When I withhold, it signals to you that you could lose me, and you must prove to me that I am worth the effort it takes to be in relationship with me. Trust me, I'm worth it. I vacillate between inviting undivided attention and disappearing or becoming invisible. I decide between these two opposing states. I'm a little reluctant about this. So I allow you to see not too much, or as little as possible. I allow you to see my superiority and mastery of my chosen interests, though I am also very self-deprecating, especially in a humorous way. I allow you to see that my time and energy are very valuable to me, and there is just so much of it to go around. I allow you to see that I am a kind person and that I mean well. I allow you to see my intelligence when I decide to. I allow you to see that I am observing you. I allow you to see that I am stoic. I don't allow you to see how afraid I am. I don't allow you to see how deeply I do care. I don't allow you to see that I feel a sense of scarcity about many things. I don't allow you to see what I want. I don't allow you to see how unprepared I feel. I don't allow you to see how inept I feel emotionally and relationally. I don't allow you to see how disconnected I feel. My motivation is that I want to be abundant, full of resources of all kinds. My strategy is to deflect from feeling insufficient by soaking up all kinds of competencies. I retreat while I gather this expertise. If I neglect our relationship by not being fully present to you, you will want more of me, and I will feel desired. My strategy is to deflect from being transparent by withdrawing and ruminating in a safe place and saying, now is not the time. I avoid feeling inadequate and unresourced by keeping my distance and hiding from you. I avoid situations where I may not feel safe and where I feel a little threatened. I appear and then I disappear. I let you know I need space and that I don't like your intrusion unless you are invited to weigh in. And I do this by withdrawing and closing off. I am sometimes aloof, which does create curiosity. This compels you to acknowledge my wisdom and my insight. I am enigmatic. I allow you to see that I am worried about problems that I see and that I can be helpful in problem solving them. I allow you to see what a great researcher I am and how I ask all the right questions. I allow you to see that I have a lot of questions. I allow you to see how doubting and provocative I am. I allow you to see that security and safety are very important to me. I allow you to see that I am curious and intelligent. I allow you to see that I can be a really good friend. I don't allow you to see how anxious I am, at least not directly. I don't allow you to see how insecure and uncomfortable I am. I don't allow you to see how superior I feel because of people's incompetence and how that really annoys me. I don't allow you to see how whiny I can be. I don't allow you to see how stuck and indecisive I am and how hard it is for me to make the right choice. If I choose the wrong thing, I have just made myself less safe. I don't allow you to see how irritated I am about things that make me uncomfortable. I don't allow you to see how intense and passionate I really am. I don't allow you to see that I don't trust most people. I want to be comfortable and safe. My strategy is to deflect from my terror by living by the creed, help me be independent. I use self-defeating strategies of doubting and questioning endlessly so I don't have to make a decision. I am critical, controlling, and micromanaging to make myself feel like things will be done right, so I won't be so afraid and uncomfortable. I either go full force into a conflict to deflect around something I'm afraid of, or I run away and avoid the conflict completely. I avoid anything that can make me feel insecure. I listen to the news, read articles online, and mistrust authority because I want to find ways to feel safe in a dangerous world. I stay close to people who I know will be supportive of me and not abandon me. I allow you to see how much I can do. I never stop doing. I allow you to see how I can juggle lots of things at once. I allow you to see that I am a happy, cheery person with a positive outlook on life. I reframe anything negative into the bright side. I allow you to see how I approach my life as an adventure, and so I am interesting and I'm fun to be around. I allow you to see how enthusiastic I am. I allow you to see how I have endless energy. I allow you to see that I am the kind of person who rarely says no to anything because I do so much, I learn so much, and can advise you about a lot of different things, and I like to do that. I allow you to see that I have a great imagination and lots of ideas. I don't allow you to see how much anxiety I have, and maybe I don't allow myself to see it either. I don't allow you to see how much I worry. I don't allow you to see that I can be pretty judgmental. I don't allow you to see how overwhelmed I can get about choosing just only one thing when I want so many things. I don't allow you to see that I am insecure. I don't allow you to see that I am quite scattered. I don't allow you to see how much I avoid my feelings, unless they're positive, and how I really want to avoid your uncomfortable feelings as well. I don't allow you to see how ill at ease I get around your pain, or my pain, and I want to distract from it very quickly. I want to be limitless. My strategy is to deflect from anything negative by shutting it down or denying it. I distract myself into the next shiny object. My strategy is to be so busy that I don't have time to dwell in the pain of life, yours or mine. I steer away from conflict and deflect around people's anger and discontent. I try to be upbeat and distract everyone else into happiness. I avoid feeling unhappy by reframing right on the spot. In order to feel like I'm getting the most out of life, I draw on an unlimited supply of energy. Since all I want is to be healthy and happy and live forever, I run away from my fears. I say I don't want to live in fear, but actually, if I'm going to be honest, I am afraid of being afraid. So I allow you to see how strong I am and how I can easily take charge. I allow you to see that I am high status, that I really am the alpha in the room. I allow you to see me as a protector for the greater good. I allow you to see how just and fair I am. I allow you to see how helpful I am and how capable. I allow you to see my commanding presence. I allow you to see that I can be reassuring. And with me in the scene, there's no need to panic. I allow you to see my anger and my disappointment in things, as well as my passion, my gusto. I allow you to see how I get things done and expect others to do the same thing. I don't allow you to see how vulnerable and how misunderstood I feel. I don't allow you to see that I actually feel inferior to you sometimes. I hide that. I don't allow you to see that I wish someone would watch my back just as I watch theirs. I don't allow you to see that I need reassurance too. I don't allow you to see how burdened I feel by all my responsibilities. I don't allow you to see that I know my power is really just an illusion. I don't allow you to see that my anger is really fear and resistance to the way things are. I don't allow you to see that deep down I feel pretty powerless and even out of control. I don't allow you to see that the demands on me are sometimes too much for me. I want to be powerful. My strategy is to deflect from feeling vulnerable at all costs. My strategy is to take charge and keep moving. My strategy is to demand that people follow my lead. My strategy is to push myself very hard. My strategy is to threaten to leave if I don't get my way. My strategy is to withhold approval and affection if you don't meet my standards or if you try to challenge me. My strategy is to let you know I don't need anybody. My strategy is to avoid feeling any fear by making you feel afraid. I allow you to see what a kind and easygoing person I am. I allow you to see how I put your needs over mine and rarely say what I want. I allow you to see how evolved I am as a person. I allow you to see that I am above pettiness. I allow you to see that I am content and that nothing much bothers me, really. I allow you to see that I am perceptive. I allow you to see that I am watching you but not revealing much of myself. I allow you to see that I am not high maintenance at all. I allow you to see that I believe that conflict is completely unnecessary. I don't allow you to see how I really want respect from you. I don't allow you to see when I am angry and resentful. I don't allow you to see that I would like some attention too and do want to be seen and valued. I don't allow you to see how I feel like I'm always sacrificing. I don't allow you to see how really powerful I am in my quiet way. I don't allow you to see that I'm really not as calm as I appear to be. I don't allow you to see that I play with words and don't tell the whole truth in order to feel powerful. I don't allow you to see how afraid I feel when there is a confrontation in front of me. I want to be important and I want to matter. My strategy is to deflect from feeling vulnerable by acting as if things don't bother me. My strategy is to shut down any conflict in the name of peace and harmony so I can look superior and more evolved than you and everybody else. My strategy is to move in and out of visibility and use that as a way to gain power in a situation. My strategy is to smile when I am angry and not let you see how I really feel. My strategy is to skirt a disagreement by just agreeing. My strategy is to avoid showing you I am in pain by saying, no, I'm fine, I'm fine. My strategy is to be immovable unless I choose to move. In order to rewrite our scripts to a script of transformation and self-realization, we need to be able to have the courage to set aside our masks, to put them aside. This is not an easy thing to do, because when we set aside our masks, we must reveal our secrets. Our secrets are actually based on lies that we tell ourselves. We have to challenge the veracity of what we're believing in these secrets that we're keeping and these masks that they're wearing, so that we can get to the place of true authenticity and our essence and what we accessed earlier in our presence. So let's go through the 3 centers of intelligence and let's look at those secrets. So if I'm a power type, a body type, I need to ask myself, do I really need to exert force right now? Or am I already empowered? Can I feel that power within myself already? If I am a heart or shame-based type, I need to ask myself, do I really need adulation? Is that what my intention has to be? Or maybe it's really that I have to adore myself and cherish myself, and that adulation is already within me. If I am a head or fear-based type, I need to ask myself, is this discomfort really that bad? Don't I really have the resources within myself already to find true comfort and safety? So as soon as we change those secrets, because they're based on lies that we're telling ourselves, we then can refocus our intention into something that we can really manifest in a way that's for the highest good for all concerned. So by doing so, we change our motivation by questioning our lies and our secrets. We set down our masks, and in doing so, we free ourselves from the trance of our old scripts, and we begin to write new ones. I am so glad that I included all these different fish in my pond. As I look at them now, I begin to see that many of them are obviously full of variation and color, and the other ones that seem either all black or all white, actually, when you look at them, have different hues and different textures. We all have that kind of variety inside of ourselves. In this video, we have explored how to find presence and charisma, how to shine our light brightly, just like this fire, and invite others to do so as well. We have learned how human actors can pause before entering and exiting any scene and get in touch with what they really, really want and not what they think they need. We have learned that we are all afraid of something, whether we admit it to ourselves or not. We can be conscious of our secrets, questioning whether we really need them, and choose instead to take off our masks, let them go, and be truly transparent. These masks create a barrier between ourselves and each other. Whether they are a different Enneagram sensibility, a different race, or have different belief systems. If we play the scenes of our lives with clear, kind, and fully conscious intention and embodied presence, there will be pure potential to create a more inclusive and unified world. Thank you for joining me, and until we meet again.